The world is divided in a way no one likes to admit, not by good and evil, not by talent and incompetence, but by those who move the board and those who are moved across it. You have felt this divide your entire life. You walk into certain rooms and feel invisible. You speak, but the room does not shift. You contribute, but nothing changes. Then you notice others. They do not speak more. They do not explain themselves. They do not rush. And yet, doors open around them. Opportunities arrive without effort. People lean in when they talk. This is not luck, and it is not morality. It is power. And power obeys rules that society pretends do not exist. You were taught that connection is about authenticity, about being kind, about working hard and letting your character speak for itself. But Machiavelli saw what most people refuse to see. Character does not create access. Leverage does. If you approach powerful people with sincerity alone, you will remain unseen. If you approach them with strategy, you will be invited closer. This video is not about becoming ruthless. It is about becoming lucid. Because power does not reward intention, it rewards positioning. What follows are Machiavelli's laws of connection, not etiquette, not networking tips, psychological mechanisms. Once you see them, you cannot unsee them. And once you understand them, you stop chasing influence and begin attracting it. Let us begin. Law 1. Never outshine the one above you. The instinct to impress is your first mistake. You meet someone powerful, and your ego accelerates. You speak faster, you display intelligence, you try to prove competence. You believe this earns respect. It does not. It triggers insecurity. Powerful people are often the most psychologically fragile in the room. Their position depends on perception. Their identity depends on superiority. When you appear too capable, too clever, too insightful, you do not look valuable. You look threatening. Machiavelli warned that it is dangerous to appear better than your superior. Not because excellence is wrong, but because ego defends itself ruthlessly. The correct strategy is restraint. Let them speak longer. Let them arrive at conclusions. Frame your ideas as extensions of their vision. This is not submission, it is camouflage. You lower defenses first. Influence comes later. Those who survive near power know when to dim their light so they can move freely in the shadows. Law 2. Conceal your intentions completely. A person whose motives are obvious is already compromised. Powerful people are surrounded by seekers. Seekers of money, seekers of validation, seekers of access. They can smell ambition the way predators smell fear. If your desire is visible, you are controllable. To connect with power, you must become unreadable. Do not announce goals. Do not narrate dreams. Do not reveal the endgame. Speak about ideas, about culture, about perspectives. Let them wonder why you are there. Mystery creates gravity. Transparency creates predictability. And predictability is easy to exploit. The less they know about what you want, the more space they project meaning into. That space becomes leverage. Law 3. Appeal to self-interest, never mercy. This is where most people fail permanently. They approach power with stories, struggles, effort, fairness. They believe being deserving is enough. It is not. Power does not respond to need. Need is a liability. Power responds to utility. If you want access, stop explaining why you deserve it and start demonstrating why you are useful. Do not ask for favors. Offer solutions. Do not seek mentorship. Provide insight. Do not plead for opportunity. Create advantage. When you speak to powerful people, speak in outcomes, efficiency, protection, expansion. The moment they see you as a solution to their problem, the hierarchy dissolves. You are no longer beneath them. You are necessary. Law 4. Master strategic absence. Availability destroys value in power dynamics. Most people think presence builds connection. In power relationships, scarcity builds respect. If you answer immediately, if you are always available, if your schedule revolves around them, you signal low worth. Time is the only currency powerful people cannot replenish. If you give yours away freely, it appears worthless. Be fully present when you are present, then withdraw. Let absence create mental space. Absence forces reflection. Reflection creates importance. The person who is missed gains influence without speaking. Law 5. Become a mirror, not a performer. People do not crave brilliance, they crave recognition. Powerful people are isolated inside their own worldview, surrounded by agreement, starved for resonance. Your task is not to impress them, it is to reflect them. Match tempo, match language, match values. When someone feels understood, they feel safe, and safety creates attachment. This is not mimicry, it is psychological synchronization. The subconscious recognizes sameness faster than logic recognizes truth. When they see themselves reflected in you, they assume intelligence, trustworthiness, alignment. You become familiar, and familiar feels safe. Law 6. Control the flow of information. Information is modern leverage, but not volume, precision. Powerful people are surrounded by filtered reality. They receive praise, not truth, noise, not insight. If you become a reliable source of accurate, unflattering, useful information, you become indispensable. Not gossip, not speculation. Signal, but never reveal sources. Never give the entire map. Deliver outcomes, not methods. Dependency forms when access is exclusive. Those who control information pipelines control relevance. Law 7. Create alliance through opposition. Shared enemies create instant cohesion. Human beings bond faster through resistance than admiration. Identify what power opposes. Inefficiency, competitors, mediocrity. Align with that opposition. This creates psychological alliance. Us versus them. And loyalty forms quickly when identity is reinforced through struggle. But be careful. Do not complain. Frame opposition as shared clarity. We see what others ignore. That sentence builds tribes. Law 8. Support the fantasy. No one lives in reality. They live in a story about themselves. Powerful people have invested heavily in that story. Your job is not to challenge it, it is to support it. If they see themselves as visionaries, affirm the vision. If they see themselves as leaders, treat them as such. Do not puncture the illusion. Illusions are expensive, and those who protect them are rewarded. When you become part of someone's identity structure, they defend you instinctively. Law 9. Become emotional ground. Power is stressful. Most people add weight, problems, urgency, chaos. Be the counterbalance. Slow when they rush, clear when they spiral, neutral when they react. If you lower emotional pressure, you become a sanctuary. Sanctuaries are protected. Power attaches to stability because stability is rare. Law 10. Assume formlessness. Rigid identity creates friction. Adaptation creates survival. Match environment, match culture, match rhythm. Formlessness allows access. Those who cling to ego fracture near power. Those who adapt endure. Water does not challenge the rock, it shapes around it. Law 11. Create dependence carefully. Replaceable people are disposable. Unique function creates protection. Master systems others avoid. Hold keys, bridge gaps. Do not teach replacements. Do not overexplain. Make removal costly. When your absence creates loss, your presence becomes mandatory. Law 12. Control the frame of choice. Power prefers decision without burden. Do not ask open questions. Present curated paths. Design outcomes. Let them authorize. This preserves authority while securing direction. Architects control structures even when others sign the plans. Law 13. Radical autonomy. This is the foundation of all leverage. If you need approval, you are owned. Power senses dependence instantly. You must be willing to walk away. Autonomy changes posture, voice, presence. Those who do not need power are the only ones power respects. Law 14. Control your narrative before others do. If you do not define who you are, someone else will do it for you, and they will not be generous. Powerful people are constantly being narrated by others, rumors, assumptions, interpretations. They understand that perception becomes reality long before truth has a chance to speak. Most people wait to be misunderstood and then rush to correct it. That is weakness. The stronger move is preemption. You quietly establish who you are through consistent behavior, measured words, and controlled visibility. You let others repeat your story for you because you have already planted it. When people think they discovered who you are on their own, they defend that belief fiercely. Power respects those who shape perception without explanation. If you are reacting to narratives, you are already late. Law 15. Never seek power's approval. Let it seek yours. This is the final and most dangerous law. The moment you seek approval, power senses ownership. Approval seeking bends posture, softens voice, shortens eye contact. Power reads this instantly. Those who chase approval are categorized as followers. Those who withhold it become peers. This does not mean arrogance. It means internal alignment. You must know, deeply, that your life remains intact with or without their validation. When you carry that certainty, something shifts. Power begins to qualify itself to you. Conversations slow down. Respect enters the room. You are no longer being evaluated. You are being considered. The paradox is this: you gain access to power only when you no longer need it. That is the point where influence reverses direction. Machiavelli was not immoral. He was honest. Power is not offended by strategy. It is offended by naivety. When you remove neediness, urgency, and performance, you stop chasing influence. And influence begins to notice you. These laws are not instructions for cruelty. They are tools for clarity. Powerful people are not superior beings. They are players who learned the rules earlier. Now you know them too. The board has not changed. Only your position has. If this helped, please subscribe and leave us a like.